pop singer Ariana Grande joined a growing number of artists speaking out about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. On Sunday, July 17th, she posted 2 Instagram stories backing the Red Line for Gaza campaign, which demands unrestricted access to humanitarian aid. In April this year, American actress Angelina Jolie, who spent over 20 years as a Goodwill ambassador and special envoy for the UNHCR, reaffirmed her support for Gaza by sharing a Médecins Sans Frontières report on Gaza in an Instagram story. The report described the situation in Gaza as a mass grave for Palestinians and those helping them. But Jolie has been an advocate for the Palestinian people's rights since the conflict began in October 2023. She wrote in an Instagram post on October 28 that year, "What happened in Israel is an act of terror, but that cannot justify the innocent lives lost in bombing a civilian population in Gaza that has nowhere to go, no access to food or water, no possibility of evacuation, and not even the basic human right to cross a border to seek refuge." In February 2024, at the Directors Guild of America Awards in Beverly Hills, American actor Mark Ruffalo called for a ceasefire in Gaza. He wore 2 pins on his jacket and told the entertainment news website Deadline that the pins represented peace lilies and artists for ceasefire. British journalist Piers Morgan has publicly called on U.S. President Donald Trump to intervene and demand Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu end the war in Gaza. Once a staunch defender of Israel's right to retaliate after the October 7 attack, Morgan has since shifted tone. Speaking with Mehdi Hassan on his show, he said he could resist no more in criticizing Israel's actions, describing them as the starvation of the people. Gigi and Bella Hadid. Supermodel sisters Gigi and Bella Hadid have donated a combined $1 million to support Palestinian relief efforts. The funds were to be equally distributed among 4 organizations: HEAL Palestine, Palestine Children's Relief Fund, World Central Kitchen, and UNRWA. American actress Susan Sarandon was quoted as saying, "Palestinians have the right to return, rebuild, and live in freedom on their land. Gaza was destroyed with our weapons. Now Trump wants to ethnically cleanse Palestinian survivors to create resort properties for his developer friends and family." Irish actress Nicola Mary Coughlan regularly shares posts on social media showing support for Gaza. In one post in May 2025, she called for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza and wrote, "I think it is deeply important that people speak up in this moment. No child, no matter where they are from, their religion, anything, should be starved to death by a government. This is a war crime, plain and simple. the US and UK governments who are aiding and abetting this need to be held to account. This is happening with our tax money, and we have a moral obligation to tell them we will not let this happen. The British actor was among 300 UK public figures who signed an open letter to UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, urging the UK to end its complicity in the horrors in Gaza. The letter, organized by campaign group Choose Love, stated, "Right now, children in Gaza are starving while food and medicine sit just minutes away, blocked at the border. Words won't feed Palestinian children. We need action. Every single one of Gaza's 2.1 million people is at risk of starvation," as you read this. On the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast in October 2024, American actor Garfield was blunt. We should be putting our energy towards something that actually matters. Maybe the lives of Palestinians in Gaza right now. Maybe that's where we put our hearts and our energy in, and oppressed. Anyone suffering under the weight of the horrors of our world right now. Anyone who doesn't have a choice in living lives of dignity. That's where our energy should be going right now. Bella Hadid, whose father is Palestinian, posted a message of support for Palestinians on her Instagram account, which at the time of publishing had been liked by more than 1 million users. Politicians stutter neutral words in fear of being reprimanded, whilst the world remains silent to avoid offending the wrong people. History has taught us to speak up. You are on the right side, or you are not. It's that simple. Future generations will look back in disbelief and wonder how we allowed the Palestinian suffering to continue for so long. A human tragedy unfolding right in front of our eyes, the 24-year-old's post said. Gal Gadot, who previously served in the Israeli army, said Israel was at war, adding it deserves to live as a free and safe nation. The Irish actor, known for playing Davos Seaworth in Game of Thrones, has long been vocal about his support for Gaza, but his support does not stop at words. He is one of several activists sailing with the global Sumud flotilla, due to depart from Barcelona in an attempt to let in much-needed aid. Before they set sail, Liam honored Palestinian child Fatima, who he said was making arrangements for her own funeral, pointing to the horror of a child planning what's next in case of her death. Hailing from Palestine, the CEO and founder of Huda Beauty has repeatedly called attention to the plight of shattered families in Gaza and called on the international community to stand against the Israeli government's actions against the people of Gaza. The beauty mogul frequently announces donation campaigns, including the recent statement that 100% of sales from Huda Beauty's recent Calamantina collaboration would go to Médecins Sans Frontières in support of life-saving medical work in Gaza.